Supreme Court stays 2006 blast was verdict, but convicts need not return to jail. See, there were Mumbai blast in 2006. Recently, Bombay High Court acquitted all the 12 convicts in 7 by 11 Mumbai train blast in 2006. And the most important thing now, Supreme Court issued a stay on Bombay High Court judgment. But the convicts who got released, they need not go back to the jail. If not, these people who are responsible for the blast and who are responsible for the death of more than 120 people in the blasts? This is a question India is asking. If not these 12 people, who are responsible? 2006, almost 20 years. If not these people, who are responsible for the blasts? A big thing that's going on in India. Coming to the other important news, India restarts visas for Chinese tourists after a 5-year pause. In 2020, you all know Galwan Valley clashes between India and China, and then India stopped issuing visas for China tourists to India. Now, India started issuing visas. Indian embassy in Beijing started issuing visas to the Chinese tourists to visit India. And most importantly, India has imposed wide range restrictions on visas for Chinese nationals after border clashes between the Indian and Chinese troops in April and May 2020 triggered the face-off in Ladakh sector of LAC. A brutal clash in Galwan Valley in June 2020 has killed 20 Indian soldiers and at least 4 Chinese troops. So after that, we have suspended this visa program for Chinese tourists. Now India again restarted. Indian embassy in Beijing again restarted. And particularly, you all know Kailash Manasarovar Yatra is one of the important reasons for this. Kailash Manasarovar Yatra. Jharkhand government launches India's first mining tourism initiative. Jharkhand government launches India's first mining tourism initiative. In a groundbreaking move, Jharkhand has become the first Indian state to introduce mining tourism, blending its industrial legacy with a unique travel experience. We all know that Jharkhand is a mining state. So it's a mining state. And Jharkhand government have taken a decision to launch mining tourism. The mining sector is open for tourists, common men, and educational groups. The mining sector is open for tourists, common men, and educational groups. This announcement of mining tourism came shortly after Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren visited the Gawa Museum of Mines in Barcelona, where he explored ancient mining techniques and relics from the Neolithic era. The visit to Barcelona inspired the state to envision a unique tourism experience, turning its rich mineral heritage into compelling travel narrative. It's an interesting area where mining tourism is being promoted in Jharkhand. And next important news, snake rescuers in Maharashtra to get official ID cards. The Maharashtra government plans to provide snake rescuers with ID cards and accident insurance coverage of rupees 10 lakhs to recognize their services in lessening human-wildlife conflicts. And they'll get ID cards and also 10 lakh accident cover. 10 lakh accident cover. They are called snake rescuers in Maharashtra. And rare long-billed bush warbler spotted in Ladakh after 46 years. Bill means it's a sharp nose. Rare long-billed bush warbler spotted in Ladakh after 46 years. In Ladakh, if you observe, a team of bird watchers have confirmed that India's long-sighted, very rarely sighted, long-billed bush warbler was seen. This bird, highly elusive, very rarely found, was spotted in Suru Valley. In the dense willow bushes at over 3,200 meters above the sea level. The sighting was made on July 15th. It's a very important thing. And Donald Trump yesterday in Washington DC summit have warned big tech companies in America, Google, Microsoft, not to give jobs to Indians. He also told, you are establishing factories at China, you are outsourcing your profits and stashing your profits at Ireland, you giving jobs to India. And Americans are feeling that you are ignoring them. You have to follow America first policy. Leave away this mindset. You have globalist mindset, leave away. In the Trump era, we don't allow this. You have to give jobs to Indians. You are getting all the benefits from America and giving jobs to Indians. So we are not going to allow that. Donald Trump warned American tech companies, big tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and other companies. Interesting news that is coming up. Coming back, Mangrove Coalition launched to strengthen India's coastal cities from climate risks. Mangrove Coalition launched to strengthen India's coastal cities from climate risks. In a big initiative, the Godrej Enterprise Group have led a formation of Mangrove Coalition, a pioneering alliance dedicated to safeguarding and restoring urban mangrove ecosystem in India. The Mangrove Coalition is formed in partnership with various foundations in India, along with WWF India, MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, TIS, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, etc. So they are going to protect the urban mangroves. They are going to protect the urban mangroves. So that's an important thing which we need to understand. This is a good news for central government employees. Central government employees can avail 30 days leave to take care of elderly parents. See, earlier we have childcare leave and other leaves. Now, Union Minister Jitendra Singh informed Rajya Sabha that central government employees are entitled to 30 days of leave annually. 30 days of leave annually. This leave is as per Central Civil Services Rules 1972 and can be used for any personal reason. This includes caring for elderly parents, along with other eligible leaves like half pay leave and casual leave. Central government employees can now take up to leave up to 30 days to take care of their elderly parents. 30 days to take care of their elderly parents. There's other important news from Southeast Asia. Very important news from Southeast Asia. There's a border skirmish, border clash between two countries, Thailand and Cambodia. And from the Thailand side, it seems that 13 people died, including one soldier. And Thailand launched F-16 fighter jets against Cambodia, and Cambodia also launched rockets against Thailand. And there's a temple called Priya Vihar Temple in the Thailand-Cambodia border, which is a UNESCO recognized heritage site also. There's a disputed area, the temple lies in the disputed area between Thailand and Cambodia. Both countries are fighting with respect to border issues, Thailand and Cambodia. The issue is escalating yesterday, and that issue always erupts all the time, but this time it is escalating like a wildfire. The issue is escalating like a wildfire. Let's see today what is the development on the issue. Tomorrow we'll discuss in a more detailed way. Thank you.